Now here's one pallet of catfish that I would have to have a full-time USDA inspector here.
For fish industry expert John Connolly, inspecting catfish has become as fishy as any federal program in Washington.
Should USDA do this job when FDA has already done a great job?
The USDA's catfish inspection program has cost taxpayers more than $20 million since it was created in 2008. 6 years in, and the USDA has inspected
0 catfish.
But that's not the only catch, says Connolly, who's with the National Fisheries Institute.
So what are taxpayers getting for their money then?
Getting screwed is what they're getting, Aaron, because you're going to end up having 2 regulators inspecting the same kind of facility.
That's right. Inspectors from both the FDA and USDA in many instances will stand side by side inspecting fish. In addition, inspectors from the National Marine Fisheries Service also inspects catfish. The FDA, as it has done for more than 30 years, will continue to examine fish, except for catfish like bassa that's imported from Vietnam. The government chief watchdog, the Government Accountability Office, has told Congress on 6 occasions about all the waste and duplication.
We made a recommendation and said, we don't need three agencies doing this work. Let's take a step back and not have this 3rd agency do that work.
The catfish boondoggle inspired Congressman Doug Collins to conceive of a bipartisan congressional commission called CARFA, or the Commission on the Accountability and Review of Federal Agencies. It would have the teeth that the Government Accountability Office doesn't to eliminate federal programs. Representative Collins was set to talk with us about CARFA, but an hour before our interview, he canceled it. It's part of the problem, government watchdogs say. Congress talks about eliminating waste, but when push comes to shove, more often than not, they fail to act.
The first line of defense should be not to create these wasteful and inefficient programs to begin with. But when that fails, taxpayers need a commission.
Why did the USDA lobby so aggressively to inspect only catfish? Well, in a short statement to us, the USDA says it's concerned about food safety with all the foreign and homegrown catfish now flooding the American market. Connolly with the NFI says it's the fish equivalent of hogwash.
And that is strictly in order to create a trade barrier to prevent competition.
And industry experts say consumers will also pay the price.
The consumer is going to pay for it because you know it's going to up the price when you got 2 inspectors looking at one item.
I'm Kai Jackson reporting.